Marvel Rivals is a game that we all enjoy. But who is your favorite hero? Today, we are going to be looking at what character that we, me and you, want added to the game. Let's go take a look. So, these ads are gonna annoy me. It's okay. As you can see here, we have a list of tiers. Vanguard, Duelist, and Strategist. The main roles of the game. Add as a skin, meaning it's a character that could just be added as a skin, like, for example, Lady Loki. Add as a villain. Now, many people may not know what this means. For example, Null, Kingpin, Doctor Doom, those are the villains of Marvel Rivals. They're not playable characters, however. Not saying that they're never going to be playable characters, but that is what add as a villain means, where it's a villain of the story, but it could maybe be added down the line. Don't add, meaning do not put this character in the game, please. They are not needed. Already in the game, kind of speaks for itself. And don't know the character, meaning if I don't know what the dude is, then I'm not going to judge it, right? As you can see here, using snap cards. This is the only tier list that I could find using like a lot of Marvel characters to add into Marvel Rivals. So yes, we are using the Marvel snap cards, but obviously they're just the dudes. First, we have this. Agamotto. Now this is literally just Doctor Strange, I think. So we're just gonna put don't add. Because why do we need that? Agatha. We all know this. She can be added as a skin for Wanda, I think. Who's this? Agent 13. Yeah, you're boring. Don't add. Agent, is that Coulson? Yeah. Okay, this goes the same thing for Nick Fury, which I'm sure we'll get to later. These characters just, what are they gonna do? You know what I mean? They're just a dude with a gun. You know? Like, you don't need it because it's just a dude with a gun. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could do something with it, but whatever. Agent Venom. Now, technically, this is a skin in the game already. Now there's multiple things that can go on with these. Agent Venom is technically already a skin in the game. We could just add it as a skin for Venom, or it could just be a completely new character. Now, obviously, Agent Venom is different enough from Venom that it could be a different character. But when we get to Carnage here in a little bit, right here, it goes the same way for that. I don't know if they're gonna do multiple symbiote people because we already have Venom. So I'm gonna put add as a skin, even though technically it is already a skin in the game. But like I'm saying, like how Lady Loki is, where it's just a completely new model, right? So that's what I'm trying to get here. Who's this person? Okay, this is another symbiote. Agony. I've never heard of this person before. So I'm gonna put don't know the character, but it's just another symbiote, meaning it's probably just gonna be a skin. Let's be real. Ajax. Is this the Eternal or the other dude? I'm gonna put in don't know. Eliath. Oh, this is the guy from the Loki thing from the Void. I think we can put add as a villain, meaning I think they could do like a Void season. You know what I mean? Like the story is set in the Void. I think that'd be kind of cool. And we could have like a game mode where like Eliath is chasing us. We have to like, it's basically hide and seek. That'd be kind of cool. America Chavez. Now, apparently this is going to be rumored that this is going to be an actual character in the game. So, this is our first character that I'm going to be putting in. I think she could be a strategist. Because let's see, her powers are like multiversal. She's the only like person ever in the multiverse. Like she doesn't have the multiverse of herself, right? She's like Galactus. Because her powers is she can travel through universes. So like obviously, I feel like she could be a duelist as well. But I feel like it would work more as a strategist because of her powers. I don't know how her power. Definitely not a Vanguard. I know that for sure. Angel, another character that I think can be added to the game. I think can definitely be added to the game. Here's the problem. I'm a duelist main, right? So I like duelists. I know there's a lot of them. It's the thing with Gambit, right? Everyone was complaining that Gambit's a strategist, so he's not gonna be cool enough. Now Gambit is cool enough in my opinion. But Angel here is only power. Now it depends if Rivals add in Archangel as well as him, as Angel and Archangel being in the same character, kind of like Cloak and Dagger, right? Then I could see strategist as in Cloak and Dagger. Angel will be the strategist. Archangel could even be a Vanguard person, but obviously it'll be just one character. And so here, is Archangel on here? At least we can put both of them on there. I don't think so. So just, okay. Imagine that Angel is here and Archangel is up here, but they're just the same character. Like, it's just like Cloak and Dagger. Okay. Angela, already in the game. We already know that. Annihilus. Now, this is a character that I want, like, explored in the MCU and, obviously in Rivals. And I've done some research on Annihilus. He has been added to Marvel Strike Force, for those who play that game. And so when a character comes out that I don't really know, I like to do my research, and Annihilus is a really cool villain. So I'm going to put add as a villain. I'm not saying that he cannot be playable. That's what the villain category is that like they're too powerful, like to just be added as a character right away, but I feel like Doctor Doom has to come at the end of the year with this whole like Road to Avengers thing that they're doing. By the way, guys, just so you know, we're gonna be like, dude, this is gonna take a while, but we're just gonna like roll through these. I'm not gonna try to give too much explanation. Agent Venom, obviously, it's technically already in the game as a skin, but we can put add as a skin. It's already in the game. And if Agent Venom, what am I talking about? Anti-Venom is already in the game. Ant-Man, I really want Ant-Man to become in the game. I think he's going to be a Vanguard. Hold on. Let's add Wasp in as well. Where's Wasp? This is the same thing. I think they should do more stuff like they did with Cloak and Dagger. I think Cloak and Dagger is an interesting character in Marvel Rivals because you can switch between the two characters. I need them to do more of that. Especially, the main thing that, like, obviously they can do Angel and Archangel, like I was saying, but with Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think that would be such a cool idea where, let's say they just never add Angel, right? So, Ant-Man and the Wasp could be a difference from Cloak and Dagger, where Cloak and Dagger is mostly a duelist and a strategist, correct? Well, Ant-Man and the Wasp could be a strategist and a Vanguard. Because that's cool. Here's my reasoning. Wasp, instead of just adding Ant-Man, Ant-Man is the only one that could grow big, and Wasp is the only one that can grow small. So Ant-Man isn't growing big and small. Yes, I know he can, but in a gameplay standpoint, adding in Ant-Man who grows big, Wasp who goes small, that's how you make the Ant-Man character interesting. Also, like I said, it's a mirror of Cloak and Dagger, which I think they should do more of, because there are pairs in Rivals. For example, apparently Devil Dinosaur is getting added. Maybe, I don't know. if they do that, I hope it's a dual character with Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but I just hope it is. Anyways, let's go to Apocalypse. I know I'm not trying to explain them all. As a villain, Apocalypse is like the main mutant villain kind of person, obviously, except for Magneto, but Magneto's already in the game, so. Apocalypse, obviously, he's the big bad. I think he could be a villain and hopefully added to the game later. Who the bally is this? Arena. Yep. Looks like a Spider-Man person. Probably could be added as a Spider-Man skin, but I don't know the person, so I don't know. Ares. Now, I do know about Ares. Ares we could probably put as another Vanguard. I don't know. I feel like all the mythic gods are Vanguards. I don't know. I don't really know what else. Arishem. This is the, not Eternal. This is the Celestial. Okay, this is what I think. I'm pretty sure there's like all Celestials is in the game. So I think Celestials should all be a villain. Now, I don't think they're ever going to be playable, and I hope they never are playable because I don't think that's going to work out. But obviously, add as a villain with the Celestials, I think would be kind of cool. Armor. Now, this is a rumored character to be added into the game. We don't know for sure, but it is rumored that this character was going to be coming to the game, or it still is coming to the game. Obviously, a Vanguard. That's kind of self-explanatory. Oh, this dude from the movie, Aram Zola. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Man, I don't want to put another Vanguard, but I feel like this is a Vanguard guy. We're going to put Vanguard just for now. I know we need some duelists, guys. Who is this? Yeah, I don't know, man. You can go down there. Who's this? Oh, this is the guy from Doctor Strange. He can probably be added as a Strange skin then. Oh, Baron Zemo. Okay, this is, I think, he can be a duelist here. Finally, we can get a duelist. Obviously, I don't think he's very special, but we need duelists. So, Bast. This is just Black Panther, no? Well, obviously, we can just add as a skin for Black Panther. That's not that hard to do. Who's this? I'm not sure. Go away. Beast! Okay, now this is another rumored character being added to the game. Obviously, a Vanguard. But, yeah, that's kind of self-explanatory. I like Beast. I think he'd be cool. Beta Ray Bale. Now, obviously, like, as much as I think people want him to be his own character, he'd just be a Thor skin. So, Bishop. I think we finally have our duelist here. I think what could be cool is if they ever add Cyclops, which they are teasing it. They could have him, because him and Cyclops work pretty good together in the show. So, I think that'd be kind of cool. Black Bull. I think Black Bolt's cool, and I think he should be added. And I think he'd be really interesting. I don't know what. Obviously, okay, he's going to be a duelist. In my mind. But I wonder, like, how they would do his abilities. That's kind of interesting. Because he can't talk, so he won't have any voice lines. Wait, that is interesting. He won't have any voice lines unless he's whispering, but his whispering's still pretty loud. That'd be cool. The Black Cat's technically already in the game, so we're just going to add her there. Black Knight. Now, I do know this person, so I'm not going to put in don't know. I just don't know, like, what his powers are, or if he's just a knight, or, like, what's going on with him. Just to be safe, I'm going to put duelist. Obviously, if, like, I don't know what their powers are, I'm just going off of visuals. Like, he just has a sword, and he looks like a knight, so I'm just going to say duelist. And he could probably be played like Magic or somebody, I don't know. Black Panther already in the game, we already know this. Who's this? Black Swan. I've never heard of that in my life. Black Widow, we already know that she's in the game. Blade's already in the game. Does this say Bunk? What the fuck? Oh, Blink. Yep. I don't know who you are, gang. Blob. That's an easy Vanguard. No explanation there. Blue Marvel. Now, I actually... What the fart? What did I do? I actually know who this character is. Now, I don't know what his powers are necessarily, but he's in both Contest of Champions and Marvel Strike Force. So, I've heard of him before. I just don't know what he does. So, I'm going to put him as a duelist. That's just what I'm just gonna do. If I don't know what they're gonna be powering off of, I'm just gonna put him in duelist. Bruce Banner technically already in the game. Bucky technically already in the game. Bullseye. Now this is a character that I personally, this is on like the top of my list for me. I think Bullseye it's such an interesting character because he's just Hawkeye. I think he's better than Hawkeye in terms of like aiming because he can use any single thing. Hawkeye can only use a bow. Now, maybe, like, as a bow and arrow, Hawkeye has the upper hand over Bullseye. But, like, Bullseye can throw a freaking... a slice of paper this small, and it can go through your neck. Like, 18 miles away. He can do that. Like, I think he should be added into the game. I don't care if he's too much like Hawkeye. I don't care if he's just a normal dude that can aim really well. I think him and like Daredevil could have such cool interactions. And yeah, I just want Bullseye. I think he's on the top of my list to be. Also, they like kind of teased him. Cable. Now I think Cable is a pretty cool guy. I think it could be Vanguard, but I feel like it could be. Honestly, I feel like it could be any of these. Cable could probably be any of these. I'm gonna put Vanguard because he's kind of a bigger dude. You know what I mean? But he's kind of just like the opposite of Winter Soldier, who's a duelist because he has the arm. And he can just, I'm pretty sure like he would literally be played exactly the same as Bucky, just as a Vanguard. Because he has a gun, he has the arm, and yeah. Who the fart is this? Sierra? Yeah, nobody knows who you are, buddy. Now, this doesn't mean that anyone down here can't be added. I want to make that clear. This doesn't mean that anyone down here can't be added. I just don't know who they are personally. And obviously, I'm all for Marvel Rivals adding in, like, niche characters, right? Cannonball. Now, surprisingly, I actually know who this person is because they just got added to Marvel Strike Force. So, I'm going to be putting him as a duelist. There's going to be a lot of duelists, guys, promise. Captain America, already in the game. So, Captain Carter as a skin for Captain America. Captain Marvel, I actually kind of want her to be added. I feel like, okay, Miss Marvel's a strategist. Captain Marvel should be a Vanguard. How about that? Carnage. Now, here's what I was looking at. Either we add as a skin for Venom, which would make sense because they technically have the same powers. But, like, Carnage is such a cool character. Like, I want him to be a duelist version of Venom. You know what I mean? But I guess the duelist version of Venom is Spider-Man. I'm just going to put as a skin because, as we've seen with Lady Loki, they can change the voice lines. They can change how the character looks. They can change, like, a whole bunch of stuff, right? I think if they add in Carnage, not that their abilities are going to change because it's just a skin, right? But, like, I don't know, the interactions will be different. Hopefully the MVP, or not the MVP, the ult is different. We're not different, but the ult, like, voice line is different. I don't know. I just hope that if they ever do Carnage, if he's a skin, they do him cool. But if they do Carnage, I kind of want him to be an actual character in the game. But whatever. Cassandra Nova. Now, this is, for those who don't know, this is the person who was the villain in Deadpool and Wolverine. This was the person that was the villain in Deadpool and Wolverine, and she's the twin or something of Professor X, and she, like, can do a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Where is Professor X? Okay, Professor X should be as a strategist, and then Cassandra Nova should be a skin for Professor X. Does that make sense? This is going to be a little weird because I feel like there's going to be some characters that aren't in the game that I want as a skin for the character that I will add up here. Right? So, for example, like, because they're twins, they have the same powers, basically. Kinda. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. I don't think it matters. Let's go on the next. Cerebro, technically already in the game. Who the fart is this? Clea logo. I don't know who that is. Cloak, already in the game. Cobra. This guy looks cool, and I want him to be added, but I don't know him. So, Colleen Wing. Now, I don't know how they're gonna do this character, but it depends if they give her her powers, because she technically gets powers eventually, as we see in the show. But I don't know if they're gonna go off show or comics, because I don't really know about her in the comics. I just know that she gets the Iron Fist powers in the show. If they do powers, she'd probably be a strategist, but normally, like, just with a sword, she'd probably just be a duelist. Colossus, that's an easy Vanguard. He's apparently going to be added, whatever. Copycat. I feel like I've heard this guy before. Oh, that's not even a dude. Alright, never mind. See ya. Corvus Glaive. Now, this is a part of the Black Order. I'm gonna put all the Black Order, like, with Cole Obsidian, and if another one comes up, I'll put him in there. I'm put as a villain because I'm gonna put Thanos as a villain, even though I think that he's going to be added into the game when they do Avengers Endgame or Infinity War, because of the whole Road to Doomsday thing. I think, I'm praying that they add Thanos as a playable character, and he's not just gonna be the villain for the season, but I think he's going to be a villain first, and then he's going to be added into the game, like Doctor Doom. So I'm going to put the Black Order as a villain. Cosmo, that's an easy strategist. It could, I mean, I was going to say add as a rocket skin, but that wouldn't make sense, because how is the bow supposed to hold the gun? But, I mean, it would just be played a lot like Rocket without a gun. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever. Crossbones. I don't know if this character is interesting enough to add, because it's just a dude with guns. I don't really. Does he have powers? I don't even know. Because he has guns, but then he also has those gauntlets that they shoot out. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna put don't add. I feel like we don't have a lot of don't adds in here. You know what I mean? Crystal. Now, I kind of know who this person is because she's in Marvel Strike Force, but I don't know what her powers are. It looks like some sort of levitation or mind something. I'm going to put just don't know the character. I technically know, but I don't know. Cyclops, please add as a duelist. Don't make him a Vanguard or a strategist. Please, just, I know that people don't like adding duelists. I understand that, but make Cyclops a duelist. Make him cool, and don't make him reload his eyes. All right. Dagger, already in the game. See, they could be next to each other. That's cool. Oh, is this the Dakin? This is Wolverine's son, for those who don't know. Obviously, just gonna add as a Wolverine skin. Daredevil, already in the game. Darkhawk. Now I actually know who this person is. Now this could easily be just an Iron Man skin, and probably will be, because he's very similar to Iron Man. He has the chest thing that can shoot stuff. He just has wings, really. And he's cybernetic as well, like he's a robot dude. So either he could be added as a Iron Man or Ultron skin. I could see that as well. I'm gonna put as a skin, even though I would like him to be his own character. I'm sure all of these add as a skin people I would like to see as their own character, but obviously we can't have a 200 character roster, right? So they gotta do something. Dazzler, honestly, they could probably do her. I don't really know what her powers are. I mean, I know she has whatever. I don't know. I feel like she's just uninteresting. I'm going to put don't add, just because we don't have a lot of people in there. Deadpool, already in the game. Death. Ooh, obviously, I think I'm just going to put her as a villain. I don't know if she's going to be playable, because obviously she's a very powerful person. But maybe. We'll see. Deathlock. Now, this is just a cyborg dude with a gun. Not much else, I don't think. I mean, I'm just going to put his duelist just because I think he's cool. Ooh, the Destroyer. This is from the movie. Or, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the comics do, whatever. This is the thing that Asgard has, that Loki had or whatever. I'm gonna put don't add because I don't see how they would do. I don't know they're gonna be. Oh my gosh! If there were gonna be a skin, I don't know who it would be. I want him to be added. I think it'd be cool, but obviously this is just like a metal person with and the face can open up and shoot people. I don't think he's like good enough to be added as a villain. So I'm just gonna put don't add. Devil Dinosaur, obviously technically already in the game, but not really. I'll just put it as a Vanguard, and I hope there is a Moon Girl thing that they can switch between each other. Who is this? Diamondback? Yeah, you're going in the don't know, buddy. Dr. Octopus. Now this person, we need the Sinister Sticks and Sinister. Oh my gosh, I just can't even talk today. We need the Sinister Sticks in the game. I want it to be an entire season. I literally want 3 heroes in one season, and then the other 3 heroes in the 0.5 season. Like I literally I want it to be like the Fantastic Four, but it's instead of 4, it's 6. Because there's no way they're gonna drag the Sinister Six if they were gonna do Sinister Six to be 2 seasons long or 4 seasons long, whatever. I don't know. I just really want them to do Sinister Six, man. Like all of them. Doctor Strange already in the game. Domino. I don't know how they're gonna do this. I'm gonna put don't add because her power is luck, right? But you can't have luck in a game. Like I don't know how that works. Doom 2099. Now this is technically already in the game, so I'm gonna put already in the game. But I hope, obviously, this is going to be, if they ever add Doctor Doom, which I hope is at the end of this year, that this is going to be his skin or his other skin, right? Dormammu, that's what it is. Yeah, we're gonna put you as a villain. I think that'd be cool. Dracula, technically already in the game, but obviously he's a villain. He's not in the game yet. Drax, now he obviously needs to be in the game. Same with Gamora. I think they should do a Drax Gamora season where they can complete the Guardians of the Galaxy, so we can have like a Guardians of the Galaxy team up or whatever. I don't know. This is Doctor Doom. Obviously, we want him to be added to the game. If he isn't going to be in the game, he's going to be a Vanguard, but he's technically already in the game, so I'm going to put already in the game, but he's already in the game. Who is this guy named Dum Dum? Holy fart, this guy sucks, and I want him in the game, but I know I can't. Ebony Maw, again, part of the Black Order, so I'm just going to put him with the Black Order. Echo, I think she could be a strategist. I don't know how it's gonna work because he's deaf, but like I don't know how her voice lines are gonna work because she's actually gonna be like throwing up gang signs while she's talking to people in the lobby. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Electro, obviously part of, well, is he part of the Sinister Six? I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I want him in the game. Elektra, as much as I would like her to be her own character, I think she could just be a Daredevil skin if they do Elektra when she becomes Daredevil, because she does become Daredevil later on. So she could be like, unless they do like a hand villain season, which who knows, they might do. Then she could be a villain of that, but she'd mostly just be a skin for Daredevil, to be honest. Who is this? Elixir. This guy looks cool, but don't know. Elsa, already in the game. Enchantress. Now this is Magneto's daughter. I think she has the same powers. She has some sort of manipulation of things. Let's actually look it up. Oh, I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of Polaris, I think is what her name was. Who's Magneto's daughter? Yeah, Polaris. I'm thinking of a different this is the same person. Am I wrong? Am I like stupid or something? Isn't this the same person? They have the exact same fit. Okay. Guess we'll get back to that. Well, I guess she'll be a skin for Wanda then. I think this is another Celestial. Yep, this is so that you're gonna go into the villain. You're gonna go with Ershim here. Falcon. Now, I want Falcon in the game. I don't know how they're gonna do Falcon. Obviously, he'll be another flyer. Most likely will be a duelist just because of his build. But it depends if they do Falcon or if they do Falcon as Captain America. If they do Falcon as Captain America, then it'll just be a Captain America skin. But whatever. Who is this? Fanfy. What the heck? Yeah, you're going in this category, buddy. Is this a wolf? Yeah. Don't add. Firehair, is that the guy's name? What the heck? Firehair? Why bro name Firehair? Alright. Firestar. Now I do know who this person is. She's like does a whole bunch of stuff with Spider-Man, apparently. And people are thinking that this is actually who Sadie Sink is gonna be in the movie. Because there's no way it's Jean Grey. I don't think it's Jean Grey. There's no way they're going to add an X-Men in a Spider-Man movie. I'm sorry. If she is going to be in the game, though, I think it'll just be a Human Torch skin, to be honest. Forge. I don't know. I think he'd be cool in the game. Like, one of your abilities could be, like, you have to build a new, like, thing for you. You have to build your own abilities. So like you start off and you're just punching people, right? And then like the more it's like Deadpool, the more experience you get, you can like build your gun, and then you have a gun, and then you have like you can shoot, and then you can build like this, and you can have this as an ability, and then you can build like I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think it'd be a Vanguard though, no? I think it's like he's a bigger dude, you know what I'm saying? This is Thor's mother, correct? Yeah, I don't think she's needed. Galactica, already in the game. This is the right person, right? Because Galactus is different, yeah. I want Galactus. Oh, Galactus is next. Okay. Galactus as a villain, but I want Galactus to be a playable character. I think that he is powerful enough to be a character, but he's not overpowered to where he can't be. You know what I mean? Like, who is like the Celestials are too powerful to be an actual character, right? But like, and Alioth, like how you're supposed to play that. But like Annihilus, Apocalypse, even the Black Order, Death is maybe, Dormammu maybe, but like I don't know. I feel like Galactus is like just in that area where it's like I think he could be playable. Obviously, you would have to do some sort of like he is just the size of a normal person, and not big. But I think his ult could be him big, like big. I don't know, dude. I just want him to be in the game. Gambit already in the game. Gamora, obviously, like I said, I think she just should be. They should just do a Guardians of the Galaxy season. Ghost, she would have to be a dive or a melee character, because she doesn't have any. Like she only fights up close, right? And if they add her, she'd be like the first character who can like phase through walls. I don't think a character can do that yet. I'm gonna just put her as a duelist. I know we have already a lot, but I don't know what else to do. Ghost Rider. Now, obviously, people have made arguments that he can be any single role. Me personally, just because I love duelists, I'm gonna put him in a duelist. But I do understand for those who are yelling at me why I put Ghost Rider in duelist. He can be any of them. Okay, I've seen arguments that he can be any role. Maybe he could do like Deadpool does. He can be all three, even though I don't know how in lore how that would work. But whatever. Ghost Spider. This is Gwen Stacy. Obviously, she can just be a Spider-Man skin. What the fuck? The first Ghost Rider. Well, this is another situation of add as a skin for a character that isn't in the game. You know. Giganta. Is this the person that the Fantastic Four fought? Yeah, we don't need you in the game, buddy. Gilgamesh. Is this the? This is an Eternal. No, yeah, this is an Eternal. I don't know. They might do Eternals, but I don't know if they will. I don't think they will. But because they're already here and I know who they are, we can add them. We can, if they do the Eternals, we can do them here. Gladiator. I think it'd be cool. Obviously, it'd be a Vanguard. Yeah, I think he's cool. Goliath. This is the other Ant-Man person, right? I think so. He can only grow big though. I don't think he can grow small. If they add Ant-Man solo without Wasp, but then I just say add as an Ant-Man skin. I'm just gonna put add as an Ant-Man skin. If they don't do the Ant-Man and Wasp together. Goose. Yeah, gang, we don't need a cat in a game. Let's log in. Gorgon. Who's this? Yeah, we don't know who you are, buddy. Gore the God Butcher. Butcher. I think it'd be cool. I think I'm gonna put him as a villain though. I think he'd be a cool like oh the season is they're killing all the gods and they need and then Gore is the villain or something. I don't know. Grandmaster technically is already in the game as a villain, so I'm gonna put already in the game as a villain. Green Goblin. Obviously, we need Green Goblin. Now, I've also seen with Green Goblin that he can be any role. I think he could be another flying tank. I mean, Dr. Octopus could be a flying tank as well. I mean, technically, he can't fly, but he can like latch on the walls and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Groot already in the game. Gwenpool, I think just added a Deadpool skin. Even though I know she's technically different, but whatever. Havoc. Now, I want to say if they add Cyclops to add as a Cyclops skin because this is his brother. But they have different powers. Well, if Cyclops is a duelist, let's put Havoc as a... You know what? I'm going to put him as a strategist just to make people happy because we don't have enough of them. Now, Hawkeye, we already do have you, buddy. Who's this? Lizard Man? Is that what I say? Oh, Hazmat. We don't need a Hazmat suit in the game. Like, what the fuck? Heimdall. I don't know if he should be his own character. I don't know if we need another Asgardian, to be honest. I'm gonna put don't add. I don't think he's gonna be needed. He just has a big sword, you know. Hela already in the game. Hela, this is just. I mean, don't add. Even though, like, I think it could be like a cool map, maybe or something. I don't know. Hell Cow. You know what? This would be an amazing character, but I don't think they're gonna do that. Helion. Who is these people? Apparently he's in the X-Men, but I don't know who that is. Hercules. Now this should be a Thor skin. I feel like he just kind of has the same. He can throw that little sting. It can come back to him. He's super strong. I don't know. Obviously they would need, but they can't add it as a Thor skin because he doesn't have lightning stuff. So they would have to take. That one makes. Well, he can't be a Thor skin then, because he doesn't have lightning powers. But he is. This thing acts like exactly like Mjolnir, you know. Whatever. I'm gonna put him in there anyways, because I don't think he can be an old character. The High Evolutionary. Now this is the guy from the Guardians, right? I'm gonna put as a villain because I kind of want him to be in the game, but at the same time, I don't really know what he would do. Hitmonkey. Now this is a character that is going to be has been rumored to be in the game. I'm gonna put him as a duelist. I don't really know how he would be anything else because he's just a monkey with guns. So I don't really know how he could be a strategist unless he shoots his own dudes and it heals them. Hobgoblin. If they add Green Goblin, just add as a skin. Hood. I actually really want Hood in the game. And he's teased now because of the new map. We found his hood floating in a case. So maybe he's going to come to the game. I don't know. But I think he'd be kind of cool. But I'm going to put him in the duelist too. Is this Hope Summers? I'm guessing this is a daughter of Scott Summers. I just don't know what she does. So, see ya. Howard the Duck. I could see him being a rocket skin. So what else was he gonna do? Unless they put him in that big suit. He has a big mech suit. So then he could be a Vanguard if they do that. But if they don't do that, I think he could just be a rocket skin. So I'm just gonna put him as add a skin for rocket. All right, Hulk already in the game. Hulk Buster I think could just be added as a Hulk skin, even though I don't know how that would work because of his transformation. Unless they add him as a Iron Man skin, but that would be weird because his hitbox would be more bigger than Iron Man, which would just mean if you equip Hulk Buster as an Iron Man skin, it just nerfs Iron Man. I'm gonna put it as a Hulk skin just because he has the same build as Hulk. I just don't know how the mechanics would work with that and how they would do his transforming, but whatever, they could probably figure it out. Who's this? Hulkling? He has wings? What the heck? I'm gonna just put him as a Thor skin. I don't know. Same thing with I think just all the Gamma stuff. Like, wait, Abomination wasn't on here. Like all the Gamma people, I think are just gonna be a Hulk skin. To be honest, like She-Hulk, I think just gonna be a Hulk skin. Human Torch already in the game. Hydra Bob. All right, I'm gonna put don't add. Hydra Stomper. I think this could just be an Iron Man skin. They would have to like, you know, probably scale it down a little bit, but we can just put it as an Iron Man skin. Iceman, I think he'd be a cool addition to the cast. And you know what? I'll put him as a strategist. If Gambit can be a strategist, I think he can be. He's, you know, he has ice. But it's too much like Luna Snow. They'll figure it out. Who is this? The Infonaut? This guy looks cool. But I don't know who that is, so I can't add him. Infinity Ultron, technically already in the game, so I'm just going to put already in the game. Because he's a skin for Ultron. And is this Invisible Woman? Yeah, okay, we already have you in the game. Iron Fist is already in the game, even though this is Danny Rand Iron Fist, and I want them to add as a skin. You know what? We're just going to do this. Add a skin for Iron Fist to be Danny Rand Iron Fist. Alright. Ironheart, obviously we can just put as a skin for Iron Man. Who's this? Iron Lad. Well, put you as a skin, buddy. Iron Man, already in the game. We have all the irons. Our Iron Patriot can put as a skin. Thor, already in the game. Jean Grey, already in the game. Jeff, already in the game. Alright, we're cruising through these a little bit. Who's this? Jennifer Kale. You have the Wanda thing again. I don't know if that means anything, but I'm putting you there. Jessica Jones. Okay, here's controversial. As much as I would like to see her in the game because of the Daredevil stuff, and if they add Luke Cage, like, she'd be a Vanguard. I'm gonna keep her there, but I don't think she would do anything because she's just strong. That's all she does. She can't jump really high though, but then that's just Hulk. So she'd be Hulk and the Thing combined, basically. Is this J. Jonah Jameson? You know what? Just to be funny, I'm gonna put as a villain. This is the Falcon, other Falcon. If they add Falcon, I'll just put as a skin. Jubilee technically was rumored. I don't think it's rumored anymore. I think she'd be a good strategist. But yeah, she was rumored to be in the game, and then I don't think people really want her in the game anymore. Juggernaut, obviously everyone wants him in the game, and he's been teased a bunch, so he's gonna be a Vanguard. This is the girl from freaking What If? Yeah, I'm gonna lie, Dwayne. Nobody likes that show. King. All right, we putting you in a villain. That's easy. Hawkeye. Is this Kate Bishop Hawkeye? Yeah. As a skin for Hawkeye, that'd be cool. Kazar. Now I know who this person is. Technically, this is like a Tarzan person. He like lives in the jungle and he only has a knife and whatever. But I don't think he's really interesting, so I'm gonna put don't add. Conchu, he's technically already in the game. Kid Omega. Yeah, I'm gonna put don't add, buddy. I don't want you in the game. Killmonger, I'm just gonna put as a Black Panther skin. Who's this? King Eater? Eitri? Yeah, I don't know who that is. Kingpin, technically already in the game, so I'm just gonna put already in the game, even though he's just a villain. Kitty Pryde, I think she'd be kind of cool. She would also be another character that could phase through walls. And hopefully she has Lockheed with her, the dragon. She could be a strategist. What is her other, like, is her only powers just she can like phase through walls? That's all I know her for. But I think they could probably figure it out to make her a strategist. Claw, I don't know. I'm sure they could probably figure out how to make him a duelist. You know what I'm saying? Noel, obviously, he's already in the game, so I'm just gonna put him in the game, but he's a villain. Korg, problem is I don't know how they're gonna do their character without just like he's just thing. You know what I mean? Like he's just his. You know what? You know what? Let's do this. I'll add as a thing skin, even though I don't know how that would work. But his powers are the same thing as this thing, so I'm just gonna do that. Craven. Now technically he's part of the Sinister Six, even though this is. If he's part of the Sinister Six, I'm like, I gotta add him in. But I don't know what else he would be. Who's this? Lady Deathstrike. She could probably be a Wolverine skin because she just like, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, you know. Lady Sif, this is Thor's person or like Thor's friend. Where's Valkyrie? You can do that. Valkyrie. Okay, this is the right one. Sure. Let's do Valkyrie. Add her as a strategist. I think that'd be cool. And Lady Sif can be a skin for Valkyrie. Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm just doing stuff. Lasher. Oh, that's another symbiote. So I'm just gonna put don't add. Or actually, yeah. Well, that's fine. Laufey. Oh, this is the frost giant person that was like Loki's actual dad or whatever. I'm just gonna put don't add because I don't even think he could be a villain either. Leader, I could see him being added as a villain. I know I said all the Gamma person should just be a Hulk skin, but I don't know how Hulk would work with the leader, so I'm gonna put him as a strategist for now. Leech, he could probably be some. I think he could be in the game, but I don't think he can ever be a playable character. Who's this? Legion. I don't know who this is. Looks like Living Tribunal is technically already in the game because of Adam. Lizard, obviously another Vanguard for the Sinister Six. This is Lockjaw, the dog. I think he could probably be added like in some shape or form, but I don't think it's a dog is going to be playable. Loki's already in the game. Luke Cage, I want him to be a Vanguard. I think he'd be cool. Luna Snow is already in the game. Who is this? Oh, Madam Web. I don't really know about her. I just obviously know that there was a movie. I didn't watch the movie either. Here, let's put Magic and Magneto there as well because they're already in the game. I'm gonna put, but I don't know their powers. I don't know if they should be a Spider-Man skin, their own character, or like I don't know the character. Just put that there. Oh, this is another Eternal. This is the Speedster Eternal. Well, I'm gonna put don't add just because when we get to Quicksilver right here, I want him to be in the game. So, this is the other, what are they called, Dark Elves or whatever. I think he could be a villain. Put that there. Man Thing, obviously we can just put him as a Vanguard, but I think that'd be kind of cool. Mantis already in the game. It's the same thing, like Mariah, like she's just a person with a gun, so it doesn't really matter. Who's this? Martyr? I don't know who that is. Marvel Boy? Who the fart is Marvel Boy? Alright. Master Mold. Oh, this is just the Sentinels. I think we can just put him as a villain. Maximus. Who's Maximus? What the fart? Alright, you going in here. And Baku, I don't think he could just, like, even though, like, sure, you could probably, I was going to say add the Black Panther skin, but that wouldn't make sense. So I'm going to put don't add. I don't know how he would be a thing. Medusa. I could see her being in the game because her hair stretches. But I feel like she'd be a lot like Mr. Fantastic, you know? Like she would just use her hair to whip people, you know what I'm saying? Like you could grab and you could do all a bunch of stuff. But obviously can't be a Fantastic skin because that would make sense. I'm gonna put her as a Vanguard because I feel like she could be a mirror of Mr. Fantastic as a Vanguard, right? Mephisto, obviously we need as a villain, but I would like Mephisto to be actually as a playable character. I don't know if he's too powerful to be a playable character. I'm sure Rivals, if they ever figure that out, can do it. Mercury? You're just... Okay, I don't know. Whatever. Merlin? Buddy, this is just... Isn't this like a typical, like... sorcerer? Meek? What the heck? Like, I've never heard of this person in my life. He has a missing arm. I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. The controversial thing. Should Miles Morales, when he's ever added to the game, be a Spider-Man skin or an actual character? Because technically, he has different powers. He can go invisible and he can use like electroshocks. But here's the thing, he would just be another Spider-Man because he can web sling and do everything Spider-Man can. So then you would have 3 characters who can swing around the map. Venom, Spider-Man, and Miles. If you were to add him as a separate character. Or if you were to add him as a Spider-Man skin, you know what? Because I think it'd be kind of cool. We have Venom for the Vanguard, he can swing around. We have Spider-Man for the Duelist, he can swing around and he can hit people. And then Miles Morales can be the strategist you can swing around as a strategist. That would be kind of cool. You could swing around as a strategist. Because both Venom and Spider-Man are dive, so you could have like a dive healer, which technically like White Fox and Gambit are dive healers, right? So you could kind of make him do that, right? Mirage? I feel like I've heard of this person before, but you're just a dude with a bow probably, so. Misery? What the heck? Oh, it's just another Venom skin. Alright, whatever. Misty, as much as I want her to be like in the game, I think she can be like incorporated somehow. I don't think she'll be a playable character. She's just a person with a gun with a robot arm. So. This is Morbius? Oh, Mobius. I should... I don't know what he would do, so I'm gonna put that. Mockingbird. I feel like, okay. Like, I know I was saying that you can't really add Nick Fury because what the fart would you do? He's just a dude with a gun. But Mockingbird, because she's a part of S.H.I.E.L.D., I feel like we should have some sort of S.H.I.E.L.D. person in the game. I don't know. Like, in place of Nick Fury, we could have her or something. I don't know. Oh, this is MODOK. Apparently, this was a rumored character to be added to the game. Like, when the game first was announced, MODOK was going to be in the roster or something. Like, it was rumored. Well, if he's in the game, he'd be a Vanguard because he's fat. Oh, this is a fat dude? Yeah. You know what? Just because I'm funny, I'm going to put him as a Vanguard. Moon Girl, obviously, like I said, we need her to be with Devil Dinosaur. They can be like Cloak and Dagger. Moon Knight, already in the game. Moonstone, I know who this person is, kind of, because she's in Strike Force. But I don't really know too much about her, so I'm just going to say I don't know. Morbius, I would put him in Duelist, but I feel like that's just like, you know, I'm going to put him in Duelist anyways, because I feel like he's not really Blade, but like he's just another vampire. Now, I kind of know who this person is because she's in Strike Force, but I don't really know what she does. She's a sorcerer. That's all I know about her. I don't know how bad she is. I know she's a villain, but is she like super bad to become a villain? At the same time, like, I guess I didn't know the Grandmaster would be a villain, even though he's technically in the game, right? I don't know. Just put there. Morph, I think, could be kind of cool, but I feel like he'd be played a lot like Loki, you know? Like, if Loki and Rogue, like, merged together, this is what Morph would be. You could copy abilities, and you could change, like, your ult would be changing into a character. So what I added is the Loki skin, but that wouldn't make sense, because that... You know... I feel like they could figure out how to do them. I think it'd be kind of cool. Mr. Fantastic's already in the game. Mr. Negative, I think, could be a nice duelist. Actually, you know what? I'll put him as a strategist. I feel like his powers could be definitely used for healing. Mr. Sinister, I'm gonna put as a villain, and then he can be added later. Miss Marvel, like I said, I think she would be more of a strategist, even though I don't know how that would work, but she would be just a strategist version of Mr. Fantastic. Or should she just be a Mr. Fantastic skin? No, I feel like Miss Marvel is such a popular character. If they add in as skin for her, people will be mad. Because it's the same, like I said, it's the same thing for Miles. Like, Miles is too much of a popular character for them to just add as a skin. Like, I feel like all these characters right here, like, people know who they are, but they're not like, oh my gosh, we need this to be their own character, right? Multiple Man, I don't know how they would do them, but probably figure it out. It's not Mysterio. Mysterio is definitely going to be a strategist. I think if out of the Sinister Six, he's definitely going to be the strategist version of them. Mystique, again, I don't know how they're going to do her powers, if they ever do her. But I mean, if they ever do her, she'll probably just be the duelist version of Loki, right? Don't add her. I don't think she really matters. Namor, already in the game. No more. This is a real person? I guess just add as a Namor skin then. Is Nebula? Oh yeah, Nebula needs to be added as well. I think she'd be kind of cool for the Guardians. She could be just with Gamora or something. I don't know. Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Can't believe this is a real character. This is crazy. She'd be cool, I guess. I don't really know what she would be, so I guess she's going there. Nicholas Scratch. Yeah, buddy, you're going in the dumpster. Alright, here's Nick Fury. Again, he's just a dude with a gun. Now, I'm sure they could probably add him. I'll put him as a strategist. I'll put him as a strategist. How about that? Because I feel like Nick Fury is a popular character, and I feel like they should add him. Nico Mimura, whatever her name is. It should be cool. I think she'd be kind of cool. She'd definitely be a strategist, though, with her powers. Nightcrawler. We need Nightcrawler. Please make him a duelist. Don't make him anything else. Thank you very much. Nightmare. Who's Nightmare? Is that from Finance at Freddy's? Nope. Oh, Nimrod. I think you just add as a villain, put him with the Sentinels. You know what I mean? Nocturne. The far, I don't even know what that is. Nova, we need Nova. I'm gonna put Vanguard maybe, or should be duelist. I mean, I want him to be a duelist, but that's just because I like duelists, right? But man, we have a lot of duelists, so I'm gonna put him as some Vanguard. Odin, obviously, like I said, I want Odin to be in the game. I think he'd be kind of cool. Okoye, I just don't think she's special enough. Like, she's just a person with a spear. Like, I don't know. I don't think, whatever. Omega Red. I think Omega Red would be so cool with his powers. I don't know. I think it could be another cool dive tank. You know what I mean? Onslaught. Like, I know Onslaught's way too powerful to be in the game, but come on, guys. Like, Onslaught would be so cool. Even though I know he would just technically be a Magneto skin, but I don't really care. Who's Aura? Orca. What? Alright. Who's this? Patriot? Oh, Patriot. Let's put him as a Cap skin. Penny Parker, already in game. Pixie. You know what? I've seen a lot of people actually like mention her, that they want her in the game, so I'll do it, even though I don't really know what she does. Polaris. Now this is just this is Magneto's daughter, but she looks exactly like the other person. So now I know Polaris is so I'll just put a Magneto skin. Prodigy. I don't know what that is. Phoenix Force, technically already in the game. Proxima Midnight. She's part of the Black Order, so just do that. Who is that? Psylocke? Oh, Psylocke is already in the game. Punisher's already in the game. Quake. I think she'd be cool as a duelist. I don't really know. I don't really exactly know what she does, but I know she's in like Marvel Strike Force and stuff. So Quicksilver, obviously, please put him as a duelist, and please make him actually cool. Like, we need Quicksilver. We need some sort of speeds during the game. You know what I mean? A Quinjet? Why would we need this? Don't add. Is this guy's name Random? Who the fart? Oh, this is just the person in the TVA. Well, if TVA is a villain, then I guess we could just put it as a villain. Red Guardian, just put him as a Cap skin. Red Hulk, put him as a Hulk skin. Red Skull, I don't know. Like, what does this guy do? Is he just a guy with a skull that shoots people? I don't know. I mean, technically, I guess he's... I mean, Hydra's a villain in the story, so I'll just put as a villain, I guess. Red Wing? Who's this? This is the freaking bird, bro. What? What? Oh, Rescue, but that's Iron Man's wife. Put him as a skin. Rhino, obviously need. I feel like a lot. I mean, a lot of the Sinister Six is a lot of Vanguards, but it's all right. Who the far is this? Rocket and Groot. You're already in the game, pal. Rocket is already in the game. Rock Slide. Is that this guy's name? Oh, this is just Thing. Well, I'll put him as a Thing skin then, even though I don't know who the character is. Rogue's already in the game. Man, guys, look how much is already in the game still already. That's cool. Ronin. Is he good enough to be added as a villain? I feel like the Kree could be, like, as a whole, the Kree could be a villain. Even though the Kree isn't always a villain, but, like, the Kree is a villain. I don't know. Whatever. Sabretooth, you can just add as a Wolverine skin. Sage. I don't know who that is. This is Sam Wilson, Captain America. Yeah, put him as either. If they add Falcon, put him as a Falcon skin. If they don't add Falcon, put him as a Cap skin. Sandman. Another Vanguard for the Sinister Six. Sasquatch. See, here's the thing. What would he do? Because, like, yeah, he'd be obviously a Vanguard, but he wouldn't do anything special. Oh, we need this dude. Apparently, he was gonna be in the. I remember hearing he was rumored to be in the launch roster. The dinosaur, this dinosaur guy. So he's gotta be in the game somewhere. Stop. Oh, I didn't. Okay, yeah. Spider-Man skin. Scarlet Witch is already in the game. Scorn, who's this? Scorpion. We need him as a duelist. I know he's like a big dude, but like, if we have Doc Ock, Lizard, and you know whatever and Rhino as a Vanguard, we can't have Scorpion as Vanguard, so put him as a duelist. Scream. This is another Venom person. I'll put as a skin, even though I don't think they could do her as a skin, but whatever. Now, I don't really know what this guy does. I've heard of him before. He's like, does the X-Men stuff. I don't know what he does. But I think he's like a good villain, though, no? Put him as a villain. Who's this? Selene? I don't know who that is. Sentinel, okay. This is the same thing. Sentry, I know he's way too powerful, but if like his ult is the Void, then like if his ult is the Void, that would be cool. But would he be a Vanguard? He'd obviously be a flyer. I'm gonna put him as a duelist just because I love Sentry and I want him to be a duelist so I can play him. Sarah. Why is bro named Sarah? Shadow King. Now I don't know what this guy does. I know he looks like Kingpin. But you know what? I'll put as a villain because I know he's like cool and stuff. Shang-Chi. Like I could see him just be an Iron Fist skin. Yeah, you know what? Like I know he's a popular character and I'm pretty sure people would want to see him, but he would play exactly like Iron Fist, you know. Shauna. What the fart? The She-Devil. Okay. She-Hulk, yeah, just put as a skin for Hulk. Oh, Shocker. I don't think he's interesting enough to be added as an entire character. Maybe some way he can be incorporated if they do a Sinister Six season. I don't know. Shuri, technically she's already in the game as like a voice line. Well, let's as the skin for Black Panther when she becomes Black Panther. You know what I mean? Silk. This is the other person that was in the movie. We can add her as a Spider-Man skin. Silver Sable. She was in the Spider-Man game, I'm pretty sure. She's just a person with the gun, so I'm not gonna lie, don't add her. Silver Samurai, I think was teased. Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. I think it'd be just kind of cool. Like, just having a samurai in the game. Depends how big they make him, because sometimes he's like super big, but sometimes he's super small. I'll put him at this big guy. Silver Surfer, this is like, we need this guy. I don't know what he would be, though. You know what? Just to make people happy, I'm going to put him in here. Because Strategist only has 2 rows. We got 3 on the other ones, so. Sakaar? Oh, Scar. This is Hulk's son. Well, then we can just put him as a Hulk skin. Who the fart is this? Snowguard? What the fart, dude? This is Elsa. Spectrum. This is the person from the movie, from WandaVision. I'm gonna put don't add. I just don't feel like she needs to be in the game. Speed. Is this just? This is just put. Okay, if Quicksilver becomes a character in the game, just put him as a skin. Oh, is this normal? Oh, it's Spider-Ham. This is Spider-Man. You know what? I feel like just because the Rivals devs can probably put him as a skin, I feel like they can make that work. Spider-Man already in the game. Spider-Man 2099. We haven't had a 2099 skin. I just realized that. That would be cool. Spider-Woman, obviously just put all these as a Spider-Man skin. Squirrel Girl already in the game. Starbrand. Oh, this is like the first Hulk or something. I don't really know what he does. I'm not gonna put him there. Already in the game. Star-Lord. Stature. This is Ant-Man's daughter. Like I said, if they add Ant-Man, just put her in the game. Or put her in as a skin. Who the fart is this? Stegron? Oh, that guy looks cool, but I don't think they're gonna put him at him. Storm's already in the game. Strange Supreme. Obviously, we can just put him as a skin for Doctor Strange. Strong Guy. This guy's name is just Strong Guy. Yeah, buddy, you're not gonna be added to the game. Strife. Now I kind of know who this person is, but I also don't really know what his powers are. Because he's both in Contest of Champions and Strike Force. I just don't know what he does. But he looks cool. Like, I like him a lot. So you know what? I'm just gonna put it. The stuff that I know what he does, I feel like his powers could work as a strategist. Plus, we just need more villains. Sunspot, I think he'd be cool. As a duelist. Super Knight? Oh, Super Giant. Yeah, buddy, no one wants you. Super Scroll, I don't know how they're going to do this. I'm going to put him as a villain, though. I don't know if they're going to add him, but obviously all these are up for interpretation. Surge. I feel like I've heard of this person before, but I don't know who that is. Saturn, is that guy name? Oh, Surtur. This is the guy who does Ragnarok, so we can put him as a villain. Swarm, I think he'd be kind of cool. You know, he's just a bunch of bees. He's bee guy. I think he'd be cool. Swordmaster is technically already in the game because he's Limley. Symbiote Spider-Man, I'm guessing this is his. Technically, he's already in the game, so I'm just going to put him in there. Taskmaster, I think he'd be really cool because he can copy fighting styles. I don't know how that would work, but I think he'd be kind of cool, man. Who the fart is this? Oh, this is Thunderbolt Ross. We can put him as a villain. Thanos, obviously, put him with the Black Order as a villain. I think he'll be a villain first, and then soon he will be added to the game. Hopefully, in like the end of the summer, maybe. I don't know. The Collector, he's technically already in the game as a villain. So, Thing's already in the game. Thor's already in the game. Isn't she just like super strong, and that's like it? I don't know, man. I don't think she's needed. Is this guy's name Food? Oh, this is Toad. I thought his name was Food. Toad. You know what? I'm gonna put him in. I don't know. I feel like he'd just be weird to play. You know, Tombstone, I think he'd be kind of cool. Even though if they add Luke Cage, it would be the exact same person because they both can't get shot. But whatever. Topaz? Oh, this is the person from the movie. Yeah, no one cares about you. Toxie Doxy. Get the fart out my screen. Oh, Toxin, this is the other Venom person. Yeah. Put him as a skin. Who's this? Oh, Typhoid. I think she'd be cool because she has different personalities. Am I really gonna make Duelist be a 4-layer, or should we make Strategist be a 3-layer? Let's do that instead. Because she has different personalities, and I think that could maybe be cool. Like every minute and 30 seconds, you switch personalities, and you have to like learn or something. I don't know. You want to? I don't know how. He can't be added as a villain because he's not a villain. But like, I feel like he could be a person in the game, but there's no way he's playable. He's way too powerful. Okay, I'm gonna put add as a villain because I want him to be in the game. Okay, I'm putting him in as a villain, but like not really as a villain. I just want him to be in the game. I just don't know how they're gonna do it. So I'm just gonna put add as a villain, even though he's not a villain, but I want him in the game. I don't know, whatever. Ultron, already in the game. Uncle Ben, put him as a Vanguard. No, but I think he should be a thing, though. I think it'd be so cool. I'll put him in don't add, but I think I want him to be in the game. Oh, this is US agent. What am I thinking about? Just put him as a cap skin. I don't know why I was thinking about that. Valentina. This is yeah. No, we can. She could probably be added as a villain. Venom is already in the game. Victoria Hand. She's apparently a part of like the original Thunderbolts. I don't really know who that is really, so I'm just gonna put her there. Viper. She was in one of the movies, no? Just I don't really know. Oh, Vision. Oh my gosh, Vision's like at the top of my list as well. Vision needs to be. And honestly, he can be any role. I'm gonna put him as a duelist. That's me, like I said. But I just feel Vision's gonna be he's gonna be so cool. Same as Vulture. Obviously, he's part of Sinister Six, so he will be a duelist in the Sinister Six. Who's this? War Machine. As much as I would like him to be his own character, I think he'd just be a skin, to be honest. Warpath. Yeah, buddy, you're not going in. You're not going in there. Wave. I'm guessing you just have water powers. You could probably be cool, but I just don't know you. Werewolf by Night. It could, like, because we're already adding Man Thing, I think he could probably be added in some sort of way. White Queen, Emma Frost, technically already in the game. White Tiger, I think, honestly, like, I know, I'm just going to put her as a Black Panther skin. I don't know how else she would be used, you know. White Widow, oh, this is Yelena, so put her as a Black Widow skin. Wiccan, put him as a Scarlet Witch skin. Wolf's Bane. She's part of the New Mutants. I'll add her anyways, because why not? She's going to be a duelist. Wolverine is already in the game. Wono? Is that guy's name Wong? Oh, this is Wong. Why is it? I thought this was an O. Wong can be a Strange skin. X-23 can be a Wolverine skin. We're getting to the... I'm just trying to speed through this. We're almost done, guys. Zorn. Yep, I don't know who you are. Yellow Jacket. If they add Ant-Man, he can be a skin. Yondu, I think he'd be a cool... I'm going to put him as a strategist just because we need more strategists. This is a freaking tiger. Get out of here, buddy. Zero. This guy looks cool, but I don't know what he does. So, and then we're going on to here. Abomination should just be a Hulk skin. Absorbing Man, I think he might be, he could be pretty cool, maybe. Adam Warlock's already in the game. And for the last person, we have Arrow, which I don't know who that is, but I'm sure they'll probably, honestly, like, I feel like this is like the most realistic person they would add, and obviously this is just a repeat. So this is my rivals, who I want added and who I don't want added list. Obviously, I'm gonna just scroll, and you guys can pause whenever you want to see if I'm right or not. Obviously, these are very subjective. You can switch these around if you want. Obviously, these are all the skins. These are all the villains that I would like. Obviously, like I said before, these characters can be added as playable characters, except for maybe a few of them that are just like the Eternal, not the Eternals, the Celestials, which are just way too powerful and they shouldn't be playable. But I hope some of these characters become actual playable characters. Don't add, obviously, these characters either just don't matter, or I don't know how they would use them in the story, or not in the story, in the game. Already in the game, that's self-explanatory, and I don't know the character, meaning these guys could possibly be in the game, and kind of hopes that some of them are in the game, because some of them look cool, but I don't know, so I can't judge them because I don't know their powers, I don't know what they do, I don't know who they are, so I don't know. I can't judge them based off of just looks, if that makes sense.